It's Madden NFL 24. And coming up, we'll see Stephon Diggs. He's on the doorstep of another milestone in a great season, approaching 1,200 yards. It's the Bills and the Chargers, next on Madden Football.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis. Third down here. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Allen on third. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. On play action, Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. So first and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll run with Cook. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Play action. Now it's Allen. Steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Allen now on first down. Flush to his right.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throwing on first down is Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. The Bills at 500, 7-7 on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down of the yard. 7-7, our score after 1. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Now, right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Now Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Cook is not going to go a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. To the air, Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Returnable here for Davis. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On 1st down, Allen.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Throwing now is Allen.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Michael Davis, and they will take... This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
I'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
That pass is caught by Hardy. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Allen running the option to the left. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And this is one of the dangers of
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out,
gets through, and now an opening. A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. They start the drive with Cook. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch in.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Again, it's Cook. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Allen now looks to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 26 and a first down. To throw, it's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. First down, here's the run with Cook.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Harris running straight ahead. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Allen from the gun on third down. They'll roll him out right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. There he goes left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 87 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. From the 20, here's 2nd and 2. They run with Cook. He's been bit. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Third down. Here's a run by Cook. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Cook again. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Cook up the gut. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything
And our focus is on Kyle Pitts. You always need eyes on him. 4th most catches in the NFL. It's the Falcons and the Colts, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost as if in his mind, he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break. He's off to a nice start here.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Richardson looking to throw this. Flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From his own end zone, it's Richardson. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Play action. Now Richardson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return, and a well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
Eluding the pressure right.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Two minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. On first down, Richardson.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
This is taken at about the 14. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5.
And it will be Falcon football.
So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half,
a final shot before the half. Richardson, he'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached half.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And he takes this near. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They run once more with Taylor.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Richardson on 3rd and short.
Escaping the pressure right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive in the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's there for... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Richardson off the play fake.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw going to be caught by McKenzie.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll be knocked to the turf right there, but they're across the 50 at the 48 now. 23 yards the pickup there. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Off the option, here's Taylor.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
On the option to give to Taylor here.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Now Richardson. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods.
And quickly they get to the line.
3rd and 1. Richardson to throw.
Flushed out right.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. They go play action with Richardson. And he's got Pierce. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Second down, here's Richardson.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just chopped that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Richardson now on 3rd and goal.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance?
Look at end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touch.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
They'll let Taylor try and run.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Here's Ritter.
Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
2nd and 11. Give to Algier from the shotgun.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Bryce Young. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Panthers and the Packers. Next.
After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. First down, Love to pass. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Second down and 4. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name.
On fourth down, the Packers called on Daniel Whelan to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Always a... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. First down, going to the air with Love. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And the offense getting set to take over the football here early on in the game, first quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense.
Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
They'll line up with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
A 41-yard punt. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the ball comes out. Love lost it.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Play action this time with Love.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
How to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go. Love looking to throw it. Now this aired out deep for Reed. He's got it at the 15. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Throwing. Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. So back to live action. Let's see what this offense can do here on this play. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. On play action. Love to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Packers at 500, 7-7 on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football. But if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Throw. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retained possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, Love. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with a fresh? And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A.J. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Off the play fake, Love. Got his man, it's Bo Melton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Second and 10. Here's Love. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Love, they go play action now. Looking for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Second down, Love. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Derek Brown make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And this one is right down the middle. And they take a 7. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. To throw now. Here's Love. This pass complete to Moulton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go bootleg. Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Short pass caught by Henry. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Jordan Love ready on first down here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Now a 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. Now we'll get a timeout as they tend to an injured player, and looks like that's their receiver, Christian Watson. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step it. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. So the football will be at the 20-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Drop. Nice play by Deion Jones. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 3rd and 3. Now Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Love now to pass on first down. Open man, that's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. And inside give to Jones. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Love now. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Love from the gun. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Love. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. Jones has it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Going back to Love. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we've got C.J. Stroud. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Texans and the Browns. All that and more coming up next.
After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
Here's Watson. Flushed out right. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. Now Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They run again on first down, Chubb. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Out of the gun, Watson. Eluding the pressure right.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
We love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So there. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And Chubb will try the middle here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
The Browns at 500, 7-7 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Watson just beating the play clock. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's Watson now on second down. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown. David Njoku. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They begin this drive with Chubb. And some room to maneuver.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Watson on first down. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Chubb diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Well, that was a quick.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They run it again with Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 71 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. On 1st and 10, Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Here's Watson, option left. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the 1st time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
That is caught, and he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the screen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
Well, give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run, and then executed.
Watson's throw complete there to Moore. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. Now Chubb running right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That tackle behind the line made by Will Anderson. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Watson now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. Back now in Houston. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Chubb will get the call running left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And again, it's Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Watson on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. But following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This offense so far on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 116 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And Chubb going to push forward and pick up a Browns first down as he's down to the 12. A give. This is Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 3 here in this. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Oh. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And you look
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and all eyes are on Jared Goff. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Lions and the Vikings, just ahead on EA Sports.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And some room to work down the right sideline. He's on his way. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, his 8th rushing touchdown. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now this throw caught left side. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll find Williams on the slant. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 7-7, our score after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Now it's gone as they go. And in for the Lions, touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On 1st down, Goff. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 1st downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. second down, and they go back to Gibbs. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
From the 50, it's Goff. Flush to his right. And Goff picks up the first down and then wisely slides to the ground to avoid the contact. 23 yards on the tuck and run. They'll try the air now with Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. Touchdown. Off play action. Here's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Goff. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll take it across midfield. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time.
To throw on second down is Goff. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Goff on first down. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown. On 1st and 10, Goff. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's the backup, Bridgewater. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 35.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis C. And the Vikings are going to take... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, it's gone. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And now the rookie's free. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Now Goff. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Dean Lowry. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Jordan Addison back out now as the Vikings offense set to take the... The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's right.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Eluding the pressure right. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 23. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Sliding out of the pocket. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Touchdown! Jamison Williams with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In search of redemption from the pick 6. Goff under pressure, and down he goes. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Play action. It's Goff. He's got a man. Complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Reynolds. Some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Now it's Goff. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down.
So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blow.
It's Week 16 of the NFL, and we'll be watching Terry McLaurin. He comes in second in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Commanders and the Jets, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford.
It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Jets.
Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders,
it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Brissett.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Room past the 35.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
This defense for the Jets, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points. And if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guy...
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 3rd and 5.
Brissett sets to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. You talk about this Jets defense.
They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
They held them to just 7 points, and in reviewing the game tape, I'm wondering how they got the 7. I actually wrote a note to myself.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Once more, Gibson.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. Gibson here running out of the gun.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. First down, Brissett.
Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down.
Throwing, Brissett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Davis now to return it. Taking it right down Broadway. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge... Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And some room to roam now. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger block.
They'll throw now on the final play. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Curtis Samuel as time expires in the first half. And the Commanders get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be because I know as a defender, you've got...
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And taken down just past the 20. Yard line. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
76 yards rushing now for Gibson. He's got a first down. Now Brissett. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. They go play action with Brissett. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Play fake, Brissett. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the red zone now, Brissett, flush to his right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jacoby Brissett, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A give up the middle to Gibson. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Out of the gun, Brissett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. Gibson going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Brissett. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel is set. A first down throw for Brissett. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd down, Brissett. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as good running gets him to about the 44. To throw, Brissett. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Jets are going to get the football here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the
It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here's a Tennessee native from just outside of Memphis, Kenneth Walker III.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 15 carries, 58 yards.
He comes into this one ranked 9th in the NFL in rushing. I think that every member of that offense knows exactly where he sits. You can see it from every one of them out there. They're all fully committed to making this a game where he really breaks free and climbs a couple of spots.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively. And then they got hit with that big play.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And Walker has it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of a yard. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now Geno.
Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fan. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Throwing is Smith. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted.
It's Roger McCreary with a pick.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Smith. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
The Seahawks have 4-10 now on the year, and they come in mired in a brutal stretch right now, losers of 8 straight games.
Could you imagine being in those coaches' rooms right now? And you remember the old expression, there's no such thing as a bad idea? That's really true right here. They're searching for any idea, anything that can galvanize this team and find a victory and get them out of this losing spin.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
He'll get about 4 here. Down to the 43-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he's able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Myers' kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still... Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Out of the gun, Smith. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Throwing now is Geno. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Throwing again is Smith. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luck.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the gun, here's Smith. Flushed out right. That's to the rookie Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Short throw to Disley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Smith. That is taken in by the tight end fan. Touchdown! Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Gino's going to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a... Play action. It's Smith. This complete to Lockett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Smith. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Smith. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's 2nd and 3.
Just beating the play clock, Smith. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle.
And Lockett going to pick up a Seahawks first down as he's across midfield to the 48.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
From the gun, it's Walker. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Gino on first down. Eluding the pressure right.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. They'll fake it. Now Smith.
This is the tight end fan.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Now a first down throw. It's Smith.
Man open downfield. It's Metcalf.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. A gear for Walker running right.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
We've seen that before. Jeffrey Simmons making a stop behind the line.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Titans are... Smith to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Smith.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Forget about matriculating the ball down the field at this point of the game. They needed a big chunk, and they got one. And now, you're one completion away from giving your kicker a chance to win the game.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Now second down and a few inches. Sticking with Walker on second down. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
On third down, here's Walker. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third one winner. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the point.
Week 16 of the NFL. We'll see Baker Mayfield. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards.
Bigsby with a carry to begin the series.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Now 2nd and 3. Now Lawrence.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. The numbers for Ridley a week ago. 5 catches, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
And that gives him 9 for the season, and I've been around the game long enough to know this. 10 is the benchmark number, all right? People want to get to there because that really signifies that you've had the year that you've been looking for and also gives you respect around the league.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On second down, here's Lawrence. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And that'll be taken just outside the 40. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard.
Now Lawrence on first down.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter.
Third down and 6.
As they've got it as we resume action.
On third down, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain of 28 yards there, and give them a first down.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
They go play action with Lawrence. The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Rolling to his right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to...
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguar. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On first down, Lawrence.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
From the gun, Bigsby. Now hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Here's Lawrence.
He'll buy some time right.
That's going to be caught by Bigsby.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Zay Jones. They'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Here's a give to Bigsby.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. The medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
On play action, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
And Bigsby once more.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now a handoff to Bigsby.
And shedding through the tackle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Back now in Tampa. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On the carry, Bigsby.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Bigsby. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
A run here with Bigsby.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Here's Bigsby.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Lawrence. A slant to Jones. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do.
They run for it with Bigsby.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Now a first carry for their fullback. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Back to throw, Lawrence.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And here's a big one now, trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Lawrence.
And this one into the hands of Ingram down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but